Okay, everyone, welcome to Talk Nerdy. You're welcome for probably hearing the first seasonal music of the year. Thank you for joining us today. For those of you who are attending your first Talk Nerdy to Me webinar, this is Thinking Boxes and AntiSocial's thought leadership platform, where we discuss topics across creative and design, technology, content, software, and manufacturing. So we know it, our clients know it, you know it, all of our wallets definitely know it. We're coming up to what we're calling the most shoppable time of the year, which is also the name we're choosing for our Talk Nerdy session today. People across North America are about to be, if not already being targeted by marketers across all industries, as an influx of online shopping behavior is being shifted during COVID, and as people return to brick and mortar shopping safely in their areas. Today, we'll be taking you through some crucial considerations, insights, and opportunities to help you market more efficiently during a time when audiences across North America are looking up to open up their wallets. Today's agenda is a quick introduction to who we are as AntiSocial, talk about us a little bit so that you know we're speaking from a place of experience and share a little bit about our approach. Then we move into trends and consumer mindset, the breakdown of insights, how to make the most of your in-platform shopping experience, and then finally a quick little holiday ready checklist so that you can leave this webinar with some actionable items before people start shopping. And then we'll leave a little bit of time at the end for some Q&A. So we are AntiSocial, and we offer 4 core services. We're a digital marketing agency that focuses on strategy, and that includes social strategy. We also have media buy strategy. We also do content strategy, and then finally we do influencer strategy. So what we like to do for our clients is really put forward data-backed strategies across those 4 departments, and then we have all of the resources in-house to be a partner and then execute those for our clients. Our rallying cry is born from social, built for impact. I'll share a little bit about what this means. Being born from social is really a nod to the majority of our team and the majority of people who are attending this webinar. So we grew up in a time where our mobile screen was our primary device. We are most likely to make brand purchasing and brand research decisions based on what we see through our social media apps. So we at AntiSocial, when we say we're born from social, really what it means is we believe that social media is the most consistent and effective way to reach your existing and new audience base. And then the second part, built for impact. This is what really we like to say is how we separate ourselves from all of the other agencies out there. We will only work with clients if we are able to work on a solid data-backed strategy first, whether it's across content, whether it's across social, whether it's across paid media, or whether it's across influencers. As an agency, AntiSocial really focuses on putting forward strategies that will make a measurable impact on our clients' business challenges and their marketing objectives. And we will stick to that from the first meeting all the way through to execution. So today, you guys are going to be presented to from Kristain, who is our Director of Media and heads up all of our media strategist team, and myself. I'm co-founder of AntiSocial. So a question that all brands and marketers will ponder at least a few times a year is, how do I keep my brand top of mind as consumer holiday habits have shifted to online through social, especially these past 2 years? The typical millennial is on their phone for an average of about 3 hours a day on the low end. Most of that time is spent on their phone through social media apps, emails, and websites. Through just these channels, marketers can reach them dozens of ways: through ad banners, targeted and paid social content, organic social, influencer content, sponsored or subscribed emails, and more. It's a very crowded space. Your brand needs to be top of mind as we enter the most shoppable time of the year. So what we wanted to do today is share some insights before discovering the opportunities. So insight 1, 14 billion. So in 2021, US consumers spent over 14 billion hours online shopping. Even older shoppers have shifted their shopping to online. after social distancing restrictions were put in place, and that's 14 billion with a B. So to put this in more context, I know these numbers, you do see these all the time, but there are 8,760 hours in a year. So divided into 14 billion, that means that over 1.5 million years of screen time is spent on average shopping a year. That's crazy. And out of the demographic of people who shifted to their online shopping because of social distancing restrictions, some will return to offline brick and mortar, some will stay online, but most will adopt a hybrid model or both. So it's good to be aware of that shift. 73%. So this means 73% of holiday sales last year in the US were in-store purchases. So contrary to what some marketers have been sharing, the large majority of holiday sales last year were in fact offline. But what that doesn't mean is that online shopping took a hit. In fact, quite the opposite, which leads us to the next slide. E-commerce sales this year will make up 18.9% of the holiday season, which is a 1.4 year-over-year increase in online sales versus offline. So this will continue to happen. We will see a shift towards online shopping, and as the younger demographic that shops more heavily online make up a larger and larger percentage of holiday shoppers each year, this is a trend that will continue. So what does this all mean? So first, brick and mortar shopping isn't dead. That's really important. People increasingly want options of online, in-store, or even hybrid buying. So what that means is that the hybrid shopper has arrived and they are here to stay. This is really new, it's really exciting. They want both an in-store and online option. So this is something that I know has been top of mind for a lot of commercial retail brokerages. Being able to say that the hybrid shopper has arrived is both helpful to their industries and ours. So two, this season shopper will be more omni-channel than ever. So what this means is, to use myself as an example, I'm going to want the outfit that I saw on an influencer on TikTok. I'm going to want that new camera that I see during the holiday break, the commercial break, sorry, on a Canucks game. And I'm going to want to take that vacation after the holidays that I keep getting targeted for on Facebook because I liked a acai bowl on Honolulu Coffee about 3 months ago. Retailers have new audiences to reach and engage with, in addition to new channels and ad formats to test. So what this means is that now that certain audience have shifted their shopping to online, it's important to replace the billboards that they were seeing while driving to the mall, the radio ads that we're hearing, and shifting those to target banners on news sites they visit or social channels they like to check in on their friends and family on. And then finally, there is a continued increase in competition year over year, leading to higher costs across cost per clicks and cost per impressions. So like we highlighted earlier, it's getting more and more crowded in the digital ad inventory every single year. It's not running out of space, thank God, but what it is happening is it's getting more and more expensive to compete. And if you aren't being creative or strategic in your digital advertising strategy, this will be a challenge.
Thank you, Daryl.
So I'm going to pass it over to Kristain.
Thanks, Daryl. So what are the opportunities here? We've kind of shared quite a few insights and observations. So we see 4 main opportunities. So the first opportunity here is around audiences. So as Daryl mentioned, there is a shift in that online and offline behavior where we're seeing more and more audiences online. Year over year, it's still continuing to increase, which means that there's an opportunity for us to test new channels as well as ad formats to extend our audience reach and our engagement. There's also an opportunity to expand our current targeting. If we are looking at maybe reaching an older demographic, what can we do there? If we're reaching a younger demographic, can we expand our targeting there as well? So looking to open up our targeting segments to reach audiences that are in the market for our brand or product and ready to discover. The second opportunity is with the power of influencers. So this really ties in hand to that notion of competition and there being a lot of retailers and competition in the marketplace, and how do you stand out? And we see an opportunity with influencers, being able to leverage their audience in a hybrid model that allows for both online and offline benefits to their followers. So when we talk about influencers, we're not just talking about massive influencers, but we're also talking about nano and micro influencers. These will allow brands to tap into niche audience segments at scale. Brands can then take advantage by creating a campaign strategy that really allows the influencer to speak to their audience in a way that is resonating with that audience and their unique platform, allowing for higher call to actions through those influencers. We want to note here as well that influencers are no longer just on Instagram. They're on quite a few other channels. So there is an opportunity to kind of maximize that and test multiple channels. So leveraging images, for example, for Instagram, or stories, or candid videos for TikTok, or long form for video for YouTube. Now we'll go through a couple examples of this as well a bit later, but just want to note that there is an opportunity with influencers, regardless of the scale and size of your business. The third opportunity is around creative and messaging. So as we noted here, there is no longer an online or offline shopper. There's a hybrid shopper. So what can we do to stand out and make their shopping journey as seamless as possible? Well, highlighting in-store and online options is one way to go about it. Focusing on that convenience, flexibility, and availability across all mediums. So this could, highlighting that you have curbside pickup, that you can order online or pick up in store, that you can order online and get free delivery, making that as easy as possible for the consumer to purchase with you and maintain that connection. Additionally, we're seeing quite a bit of a rise in value-based messaging. People are more ever than now looking at actively supporting businesses that align with their personal values. So being able to highlight what your brand values are is really important. So whether or not you're sustainable, you're a local business, maybe you're size inclusive, these are all really important information that you can share with your audience and resonate in a stronger way. The last note here is on full funnel messaging. And this just really ties into making sure you have a strategy around how do you engage with your top funnel audience. Is this with value-based messaging, or is it with something else? How do you then engage with your mid and bottom funnel? Is it with sales messaging, shifting to kind of what is your promotion? What is happening here? So just taking into consideration that there is an opportunity to stand out by your full funnel messaging. And then the fourth opportunity here is really, as Daryl noted at the beginning here, we're already starting to see some holiday messaging going out there. We just shared some holiday songs, but I've already seen some ads myself on holiday messaging. So there is an opportunity, if possible, to start earlier. I know we're at the end of October right now, but getting anything out is always beneficial. And this could be starting to prep your organic channels, your website, your email, or if you can on your paid as well. Another opportunity here, again, kind of on that content side, is if you are starting earlier, looking at inspiration-based content to pique interest. So whether this could be like holiday gift guides, or as everyone's likely going to have some holiday dinners this year, what can you do to show on that front as well? So we'll go into some examples with that as well. So those are the four main opportunities we see. And we're going to break this down into kind of some tangibles here, breaking this into each of these. And we're focusing these on a couple key channels. So the first one will be TikTok. We'll then look at Facebook and Instagram, and then as Pinterest as well. So the first opportunity is kind of combined on that, reaching and working with new audiences and the power of influencers. So looking at TikTok here is a great example, because it is a new channel that's come out within the past couple of years that's really taken off and really been something that's been of high quality content, engaging and inspirational. So this is a study from TikTok on the holiday marketing, and we're seeing here that 39% of TikTokers say they discover new brands on TikTok. So it's a great opportunity here to reach that new audience. 77% say they bought something new on TikTok. So really engaging with the high intent audience that's looking to purchase. And then 47% say they look for holiday gift inspiration. So again, that inspiration-based content. So here's an example that we wanted to kind of show, and this is leveraging the power of TikTok with influencers. So this here is an example with Pennington's Canada. They partnered with Canadian creator Alicia McCarville, I hope I said her name right, to bring awareness to their line of swimwear while trying to remain authentic to her brand and her content style. So they were able to leverage her to create the content, and then they were able to amplify the content through feeds, in-feed ads to further drive awareness and engagement to an extended audience. Now, this is a great way to get that unique and engaging content that really does speak to the brand's values and the influencers' values, the content creators' values, and then take the content that has legs and can be amplified across further. So not just living on Alicia's page, not just living on the page of Pennington's, but also being able to turn it into an ad format and reach in-feed, so discover new audiences. So a great way to cut through the noise and leverage that power of influencers in a way that can live on a bit longer. The next opportunity here is a new one that has just rolled out for TikTok. So TikTok has been doing a lot of work to get, e-commerce ready. And this one here is quite big. So this is dynamic showcase ads, also known as DSAs. So these are customized video ads that are created in real time based on an ad template. The template is then programmatically filled with product info from a regularly updated product catalog. So if you're familiar with dynamic product ads on Facebook or Google Shopping, this is very similar. So it ties into your back end with your feeds, your inventory feeds, and pulls in relevant data. So this is great. We primarily love using dynamic product ads on Facebook or dynamic showcase ads on TikTok with remarketing. So anyone who's viewed a specific product, maybe purchased from you in the past, you can show them the product that they viewed but haven't purchased, added to cart but haven't purchased, or maybe they purchased something and you have something that they might respond to that might complement, so you can upsell. So this here's an example with Aerie, and they're showing weekend pants that you can then directly click into, and it will go directly onto the website, making it a super seamless process to purchase. So this is a brand new ad format on TikTok. It is available in Canada and the US. So if it's something, definitely recommend considering if you're looking at any shopping campaigns. So opportunity, I guess this one's opportunity number 3. So focus on the creative and the messaging. So here we'll kind of look at some examples of what this could look like on Facebook and Instagram ads. So 27% of shoppers bought a product for the first time after learning about a business's values, causes, or practices through Facebook ads. So this really ties into that insight around value-based messaging and the importance of aligning your brand with, or aligning your values with your messaging. And then 54% of Facebook holiday shoppers bought something during a mega sales event. So again, being at the right place at the right time with the right message. So here's an example of a brand that I think does really well in terms of value-based messaging. Tentree, a brand that is very focused on sustainability. Most of what they put out there is very focused on that sustainability. They usually highlight that if you buy something from them, 10 trees can be planted. So very much showcasing their value at that forefront. Here is a video. It's just this quick kind of like GIF video. So something that is able to grab your attention quickly, get the message across. So something that could be really great for your top funnel messaging is focusing on that value. So getting initial awareness through value-based messaging. The next example here is a collection ad. So something, again, that could be used for prospecting, but also we like to leverage as well on the remarketing side, but collection ads. So these are great to highlight new collections as well as products, along with similar items that someone might have viewed. So this is a great one, again, for maybe looking at the inspirational side of things, showing holiday gift guides, stocking stuffer guides, new product collections, something that kind of just like stops, is scroll worthy. I get caught into these all the time, always click into them, end up looking, but very, very user focused, kind of cuts through a little bit, shows a bit more of an experience. And then the last one here is dynamic product ads. So similar to what we talked about on the TikTok side, this is for Facebook and Instagram. So taps into the back end of your inventory list and pulls in products dynamically. So this can be used for prospecting to show potential products. If you want to show new products to someone, this can also be used for remarketing to show someone who might have clicked, who might have not necessarily purchased, but added to the cart, or have purchased something in the past and you're looking to upsell them with something. So very much more intent-based ads, and great for kind of showing that further down the funnel aspect. All right, so the last insight here is around making a plan to start early and drive inspiration. And so here we'll look at Pinterest. So according to a Pinterest study, holidays start earlier on Pinterest, with searches on platforms starting to increase in October and spike during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. We all know that Pinterest is a very inspiration-based platform. You go there to search for holiday recipes, holiday fashion, hairstyles, anything like that. So very much a search-based platform that drives a lot of inspiration. Pinterest study also showed that 4.7 times more conversions were seen when people were exposed to Pinterest ads earlier in the holiday season. So something to consider looking at is leveraging Pinterest for that initial kind of holiday research, holiday inspiration, kind of getting in front of the audience at an earlier period. And so what could this look like? So again, going to kind of a similar ad format to Facebook collections is collection ads on Pinterest. So this here's a great example of stocking stuffer. So really getting in that mindset, showing some examples of what can be considered for shopping stalkers here and being able to scroll through and then directly click into the Sephora website, in this case here, or the Ulta website here. Those other ones are shopping pins. So again, super similar to the Facebook shopping ads or dynamic product ads, but being able to see specifically what the product is, what the cost is, and then being able to drive to it. Collection ads can be great for furniture brands as well, showing kind of a holiday themed room with dinner parties starting back up. What are some key items that they could potentially look together? What are some, retail brands that they can look at there? So some unique ways to kind of draw some inspiration and get in front of an audience earlier. And the next section here, we'll look at how do you make I'll pass this over to Daryl to talk about in-platform shopping on organic channels.
Thanks, Kristin. So how to make the most of your in-platform shopping. So this is a relatively new focus. So just like other social platform updates, we've seen the Facebook and Instagram over the last few years, Twitter, what you're seeing is an introduction of frameworks and updates to allow users of those apps to stay on the app for literally everything. So where we probably saw it first as users was in social microsites. So this would be where you clicked on a link shared through one of the social platforms, and instead of leaving it and your phone opening your Safari or Chrome browser, a microsite will open within the app itself, where you could view the website, view the shared link without having to leave the platform. Now, this is great for us marketers because this allows us to collect more information through those social platforms. But what we're seeing now is the introduction of shopping and purchasing features we've seen on websites get that same treatment on social platforms themselves. So what this means is that rather than directing customers to your website, Facebook and Instagram shopping allow them to select and purchase products easily from the app. And TikTok, for example, has partnered with Shopify to allow business accounts to add a shopping tab to their TikTok profile, syncing their product catalogs to the app and creating a direct link to their online stores. So growing by the day, a lot of these impressions on new and existing brands come from their social media profiles before their website. That means when, for example, you're walking down the street with a friend or your spouse and you see a shirt or a logo on someone's shirt that you really like, you're more likely to pull up their social media channel first to check out that product or try to find it or see what they're all about, than going to their website. So you need to start thinking about your social presence as a gateway to your products and brand, more so around the products themselves, assuming that this is someone's first encounter with your business. Consistency does count for the sake of keeping customers engaged and not potentially confusing them. So start to optimize your social profiles to be more shoppable. So setting up a successful TikTok shop is also really important. So optimizing your product catalog for TikTok. The shopping tab in your account will be your TikTok storefront. So make sure it's optimized to attract customers. When you're uploading images, it's important that you focus on style and quality. Your product photos should be very easily recognizable as yours, other than the product themselves. So think about layering something in behind the white wall you're taking a photo of. It needs to be consistent with your brand. And again, when someone sees it for the first time in your social store, that they know it's your product, because often they'll be presented that product within a feed of other brands' posts and people's posts. And then product title should fit within the 34-character limit and include basic information about the product. This allows your social media audience to really quickly digest information about the product that they potentially like. And you can save a longer description within the description part of the post. And it can include more details like pricing, sustainability options. And note that the links and product descriptions on TikTok are not clickable. Something to also keep in mind is that every single action that someone has to take through your social profiles will lose about 50% of that audience. So if someone's on your TikTok profile and they want to click on one of your shoppable posts and you don't optimize it, every single additional action they have to take you'll lose 50% of that audience. So it's really important to optimize it. How to make the most of Instagram and Facebook shopping. So one thing you want to do is be able to add product tags to your photos, increase conversion by using shoppable stickers in your actual stories, and then keep your eyes peeled for something called checkout on Instagram. It's currently not available in Canada, but If the patterns that we usually see that Instagram takes are consistent, it'll be available for us really soon because it's currently being tested in the States. What checkout on Instagram allows us to do is purchase products and check out directly from Instagram without leaving the platform. So this is, again, that really exciting part where Instagram is rolling out these features to keep users engaged on their platform as long as possible, even buying directly from Instagram. It also allows users to receive shopping and delivery notifications, similar to how Amazon does it. So you'll be able to see all of your notifications directly through Instagram without having to see it in your email after you make the purchase. And then finally, saving your payment information on Instagram itself. So when you do end up checking out on products that you add, it is seamless and you can do it repeatedly, quick. Optimizing your overall social profile. So when someone comes to your profile, you want to make sure that it is also extremely shoppable during the most shoppable time of the year. So you want to audit your social profiles first to ensure that the account aligns with your holiday business goals. So focus on branding, visuals, messaging, and call to actions. Think of your entire profile as needing to be aligned to your holiday promotion so it feels consistent. So this is basically your online merchandising efforts. So if you imagine walking into your favorite offline store, into their brick and mortar during the holiday season, they're going to have those products they want you to buy, but they're going to be layered amongst beautiful holiday decorations inside the store and outside the store. So this is what you're doing essentially to your social media profile, is making it consistent with your holiday promotions. Offline, you're probably going to hear holiday music like All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey playing while you walk in. Unfortunately, you can't do that for your online store, but you can do it for posts. A fun fact is also Mariah Carey makes $600,000 to $1 million every December passively just from royalties from that song. So you're going to hear it a lot, both online and off. Point number 2, notify your existing customers once you get access to TikTok shopping, or set up your Facebook and Instagram store by creating dedicated content pointing them in the right direction. So just like how an offline brand would market that is now opening a new location for a new brick and mortar, you want to do the exact same thing for your online social stores as they quote unquote open. Strategize your social store opening by celebrating with content, and also creating the right marketing collateral to push your existing users and new users towards your social store. Point 3 is potential shoppers will be looking for product reviews and endorsements before they buy, even on social platforms in your social store. So something you need to do is ask past and existing customers for reviews and endorsements on the platforms natively to incorporate into your content. So to speak personally to this, the first thing I often do when I'm looking for the cheapest option for an item I didn't know I needed, like a garlic press or something on Amazon, is I read the reviews. And it works. So make sure you factor in testimonial gathering right now before you start sharing it online, and then share that into your holiday marketing strategy in order to maximize your social store conversions and checkouts. Pass it over to Kristain now.
And thank you, Daryl. So this is just a kind of summary of the main points here. So the biggest thing is that consumer mind shifts have definitely changed over the past year and a half, almost 2 years since COVID. COVID lockdown simply fast forwarded future consumer buying trends. So while e-commerce may have slowed down in terms of how much it's uptake this year, as people have more options, things are definitely not going back to how they were. People now expect a seamless flow between online and in-person shopping. So that's that main core thing, is online and in-person shopping are very much linked. Online shopping is definitely the new norm for getting either inspiration, that first touch point, or that ease and flexibility of online, in-store, curbside pickup. E-commerce will only continue to increase, which means competition will only continue to increase. Standing out is important. So looking at unique ways to get in front of your audience, either through new channels, new ad formats, or your messaging. So values very much being at that forefront, inspiration-based content at that forefront. And then if you have the opportunity, starting earlier is better, and devising a strategy and what that looks like, because you don't want to burn out your audience with the same repeated messaging. So looking at what that could look like through a longer life cycle, what does that lead generation form look like in order to drive your audience from that initial awareness to that consideration and potentially over to that purchase cycle. So to wrap everything up, we've put together a really quick holiday checklist of just things to kind of like go through. So here it is here. So our recommendation is assess your current channel mix. Are there opportunities for you to test new channels during this time? Can you go on TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, whatever channels those might be? Strategize your messaging. Are you going to focus on inspirational, value-based? What is your full funnel messaging going to look like? So taking some time to look at what that would look like. Engaging content. So create engaging creative and ad formats. Opportunity to test out video ads, images, dynamic product ads, gifts, collections, carousels. There's loads of different ad formats. A great opportunity to phase those out and kind of test what's going to work well with your audience and what ones you want to outline for different funnel phases. You have the opportunity, start your marketing earlier. Assess the use of influencers. I know we're coming high up to the holiday period, but there's still time. So seeing what the timing and feasibility looks like for leveraging either micro, nano, or bigger influencers. If you are having product catalogs, which I hope you do if you're a retail brand, assess and audit those to make sure that everything there is up to date in real time. All of your promotions will be automatically switched on and that all works. And the backend infrastructure is set up. As Daryl went through your social profiles, a great opportunity as well to optimize your social profiles for ease of shoppability. And then align your organic and social post or paid post. They should really go hand in hand together and kind of help bridge that overall online ecosystem. When I shop, I always, if I see an ad, I instantly go to the Instagram account to kind of see what they have on there. So keeping a sense of cohesiveness, the brand values, all of that aspect together is super important. Amazing. And that is our talk nerdy to me. Daryl, it looks like you're about to say something.
Yeah, I was going to say thanks, Kristain. And also everyone, Kristain is coming in and doing this while she's feeling under the weather. So really appreciative of you taking the effort and muscling through. We wanted to open it up to questions from the audience. You guys can type it into the chat or put your hand up as well.
Yeah, as a small business with a limited budget, which platforms do you recommend I put my money towards first? TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook? It's a great question, John. So I think in this case here, it really just comes down to who's your audience. What channels are your audience going to be most engaged with? Are they younger skewed? Is TikTok an opportunity? Are they older skewed? Is Facebook? Who is your core audience? And then I would also look at what kind of ad formats do you have available. TikTok is very much a video first platform. So if you don't have video, maybe it's something looking at Instagram or Facebook. If you do have heavy video, maybe it's looking at TikTok. So it really just comes down to who your audience is, which platform is going to help you reach them the most, and then which ad formats. In terms of cost, they're both similar in the sense that you don't need large budgets to go on either. You can always start small. And so it just really does come down to your audience and the ad formats that you have available to make. Nice. Any other questions?
I can take that one. So when do you think Instagram, Facebook checkout will be available in Canada, and how do we use it? So if the pattern of when functions are being tested in the States being rolled out to the world is consistent, we should expect to see this sometime towards the end of Q1. And how you will use it, it's I suspect it'll be within the business profiles and business manager sides of Facebook and Instagram as an option to add it into your profile. I wish I could tell you exactly when.
Ooh, definitely TikTok. I think TikTok is one that has a lot of opportunity. From my end on the paid side, I think there's a lot of untapped stuff there. They're constantly rolling out like this new dynamic showcase ads. There is something that's new, and it's done in a different way than Facebook or even Google ads, where it leverages a templated video. So lots of cool things to do on video and extending the reach of any influencers on there as well. So I'm most excited for TikTok. What about yourself, Daryl?
I would tend to agree. I think TikTok just surpassed a really important milestone of 1 billion daily uses. So it is something that is quite exciting and cements it really as one of the big five now.
Yeah.
Any other questions? All right, guys. Well, thanks everyone for attending. This is something that we love doing as regularly as we can. So if there are any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to myself or Kristain. Our emails are just Daryl at AntiSocialSolutions.com and Kristain at AntiSocialSolutions.com, and we'd be happy to answer them. And yeah, good luck during the holiday season. Try to save money too. Try to shop local if you can.
Yeah.
But online, obviously, and local. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.